This is Maria Wander with the NCGR, and we are here today to speak with Rachel Lang, one of our presenters for the 2019 Baltimore Conference. Hello, Rachel.
Hey, Maria. Thanks so much for interviewing me, for having me talk today.
We're really excited to see you, and we wanted to mention that you will be speaking on the Monday, which is September 2nd, the first talk of that morning at 9:30. And the title of your talk is Identity Crisis or New Beginning, When Progressed Planets Change Signs. So you'll be speaking about planets moving from the 29th degree to the next sign.
Yes.
Are you speaking of the personal planets specifically, or?
Yeah. So I'll be focusing primarily on the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. And I was inspired to speak on the subject because I've worked with so many clients and I've had so many friends who, when one of those planets reaches that 29th degree, there's an overall life change. And sometimes it can feel like an identity crisis, like what's happening to me? Who am I? Who am I becoming? And so it's really exciting. It's an exciting change when that happens, because as you know, these planets move one of these progressed planets changing signs that can happen at, like, the Sun progresses, for example, into a new sign every 30 years. So it's a big change. It's a big shift. And that 29th degree, I find, is a really critical point in that person's life. So I'll be talking about what those changes signify, like what happens for each one of those planets when it changes signs, and also how to navigate through that change and where and how to work with clients, or if that's happening for you in your chart, what you can do to prepare for that change and to really make the most of that transition.
That's a really important topic. I think that a lot of people are so interested in transits that sometimes they don't realize that a lot of what the transits are setting off are the progressions that are happening in the chart. And especially and a lot of times we speak about the outer planets because they're so powerfully connected to the mundane aspects of the world, but we're not always living these massive lives that are on the international spectrum, that and our personal planets they're very personal to us. And when your Sun moves, now you're Sagittarius, born as Sagittarius, but then you now have a black Capricorn overcoat, and now you're a different kind of Sagittarius.
Yes. So, yeah, and in fact, it's funny. So last year, several of my progressed Scorpio planets moved into Sagittarius, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is what it means to be like all of a sudden everything lightened up, and it was a big change. And so and I've worked with a number of clients going through their own particular changes, but when it happened to me personally, I got a real life experience of what it means and what it's like, and so I felt personally inspired to speak on this subject, just because, like you said, these shifts are personal to us, and representing overall growth and evolution of ourselves. So they're big.
That's wonderful. Well, I'm really looking forward to hearing about the challenges and the opportunities for the personal planets changing signs. And I thank you for taking time to talk to us about it. And we look forward to hearing you speak in September at the conference. Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks so much, Maria.